What's going on, y'all? It's Greg. Greg said it. It's a pleasure to have y'all here once again. Shout out to all my followers and supporters here. You know, in this YouTube world, it's amazing. You know, a lot of us cross paths, and I see y'all out about in those YouTube streets and other channels, and sometimes I pop in there, and it's an interesting journey. I talked about this transition going on in this season, man. This season is going to be different in a lot of ways. You know, I'm looking at a lot of positions kind of shift around. A lot of people who supported Colorado or maybe on the fence have a lot of questions, and rightfully so, because, you know, we see a lot of mystery. Very good for Colorado. Coach Prime is a great marketer, and I think a lot of things he kind of laid out there last year was kind of like people thought it was a flaunt. People thought it was talk. That's why they want to see him, because his confidence. They wanted to see him lose, right? He already had his share of haters, and just the fact that he had the audacity to believe he can win is a thing in itself as a new coach with players who didn't have the experience or whatever. And I like the fact that a lot of people have realized, you know, I've been saying Colorado was definitely more than a 4-18 last year. A lot of people say they should have been 7-5. And they may not even count certain games that I would count, or count games that I didn't count. So Colorado is definitely a better team. And I actually got some. I'm going to do a video real soon talking about that. I'm not going to get too deep into that because, you know, everybody have their thing. When you come to my channel, I have my thing. And my thing is like really a deep analytical perspective in the situation as a whole. That's what I bring. We got guys who do interviews. We got guys who give you breaking news. People give you film breakdown. They have these interview panels. Me is like, I'm giving that raw insight. A person just like y'all to the point before I started my channel, I was one of you. And sometimes I even put myself in the place of just a supporter. And I go to other channels and I have input, not above that. I'm just like you. I'm your voice in a lot of ways, and I have the platform and the ability and maybe even the confidence to say things that a lot of people want to say. And I also say things that a lot of people don't really think about. And we're going to get into that. It's starting to roll out already, man. You know, honestly, this time of year, things kind of like move at a different pace. It's not like the season where you just got so much content popping, but this content starting to pop. So I already have some things lined up. So make sure you subscribe, because we back on. The weather's getting hot. Football's back going. And Greg said it's going to be on the move. And you definitely want to be there. But today, I'm not a day behind. I saw it yesterday, but this is my day. You know, I'm shooting, right? I'm recording today. And Robert Livingston was on the interview yesterday, like press conference. Coach Prime, Shador, Jordan Seaton, and I believe Pat Sherman and Robert Livingston opened it up. And he said some things, and a lot of people took it the wrong way. And this is another thing I'm going to get into. So make sure y'all be ready, because I'm going to go live Sunday. And I'm talking about, everybody have a question about Colorado's defense. I'm going to tell you what kind of defense they running. It's already out there. You just haven't paid attention. And I'm going to give y'all a hint. It ain't what you're looking at. Like, common sense will tell you, even last year, nobody's going to show the world what they're doing in the fall so they can prepare all summer for it. This is just a generic, what they call a vanilla scheme. It's nothing like what they're going to run. And he's so smooth with it. He got a little Prime in a way. He's saying stuff without saying stuff, and it's making people angry and it's confused. But if you really paid attention, you would know exactly what's coming. Not exactly, but you would have an idea of what the scheme is going to look like. And another hint, pay attention to what the players are doing. They're moving. And if you be analytical, not emotional, not a hater, and you really pay attention, why are certain players moving in certain places? I'm going to explain it on Sunday. I'm going to explain it. But he said some things that really what I wanted to hear. Because what you should be listening to is what he's saying, not what he's not saying. He basically said some things like, everybody is going to play. I come from the NFL, and it's like only 40-something positions on the roster. And you have no, I think like 47, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that number's changed. But he's saying that everybody who dressed got to contribute because you only got so many slots. They have no seats to waste. So he said he's bringing that mentality to Colorado, which means he's saying that I'm going to use everybody and I'm going to use them to their best ability, which he actually said, which I've been saying the best thing Colorado can do, and which we didn't do last year. We had a lot of guys who were disgruntled and a lot of guys who had certain abilities. They may win a superstar, but they had special traits that we can use, whether it was speed, whether it was just grunt, tenacity. We could use them in certain situations. It's more than just put them on special teams. That's kind of degrading. But when you look at the fact that what he's saying is, and he went on to say, I'm going to have certain packages and certain schemes where I'm going to put people in them where they fit best, and we're going to use them where we need to use them, but we're going to use them. I don't care if it's just one down or in certain situations or even in certain teams. I've been saying that. That's why I say, he said it. The new DC, Coach Robert Livingston said it. Greg said it. You're going to get what you asked for. Listen to what he's saying. All these other people talking and, oh, Colorado's not going to do nothing just like last year. You will be very surprised. I'm not going to get too deep into it. But his scheme, I knew from the very beginning, once I knew who he was and what he'd do, his scheme is designed specifically. Literally, he's designed it. Any smart coach is going to design it for Colorado or for their team. A smart coach would. But his scheme actually benefits Colorado, because his scheme is designed to mask their weaknesses, or his scheme is designed to eliminate their weakness. That's why I say y'all make sure y'all be subscribed, because we're going to go in it on Sunday. I'm going to show y'all. I'm not going to do a film breakdown, but I'm going to break this thing down to you in baby food on why certain things are happening. And why he's saying certain things and why certain people are confused and making certain comments. Because he's telling you he's going to customize this defense. But this defense is already designed to the strength of Colorado. Just pay attention to the type of players they have. Pay attention to things that were a weakness is now going to be their strength with his defense. Greg said it. Timestamp it. The weakness that Colorado had is not going to be their strength, because one of their weaknesses was they didn't know how to use their talent. Think about it. We complained about certain people being out of position. We spent the off season, right after the season, talking about maybe this person should be at safety. This person should be at linebacker. Maybe this guy should be here. Maybe he is on the inside. He need to go to the edge. And we talked about that specifically on defense. And we started to hear things like, okay, well, he's just a scout. He's moving people around because he knows what's coming at next level. That's true. But you think he worried about the next level? Everybody ain't going to the next level. He's moving people around because of what's going to happen at this level. And when you see this scheme and you see this defense design, people going to go to jumping ship real quick. This design and the way this defense is built and the type of players they have is perfect. And the fact that he's just told you, I don't care if I have a different group for every down. He's already kind of telling you without telling you what's about to go down. Man, I'm trying to hold it back because it's only Thursday. I'm glad it's Thursday because it's only a few days away. But I'm telling you, on Sunday, I'm going to break this thing down. I can't get into it because I'm going to spill the beans. And, I'm just going to hold it at one time. But just know, all this hype you hearing from other channels and from the media in general, questioning what Colorado's going to do, questioning, is the coach got the experience? We need more tackles. We need more of this. Why do we got so many edge rushers? Our linebackers are too small. I'm just going to end right there. I'm explaining to you exactly why all of that is going to be perfect in this scheme. Ooh, it's hard. I never done this before where I kind of like held it back. I'm not teasing y'all, I promise. Make sure you're there. Let's say 12:30 on Sunday. We're going to be there live. Make sure you're there. We're going to break this thing down. Greg said it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to y'all soon.